what's up everybody on YouTube? Real JR Experience coming to you again with some more content. If you guys missed my first video, I just wanted to reiterate some things that we started with. I stream on Twitch, and I've been doing that for about 5 years. And way back in the beginning of all that time, I played Minecraft. And what I started back at that time was a kingdom survival build on Minecraft, played on the PlayStation 4 console, that I've been working on, dabbling in, here and around, everywhere for the 5-year time that I've been doing this. What I'm going to do today to release this on YouTube is show you guys a tour of where we stand right now with the kingdom build, and then start kind of turning this thing into a survival build series on YouTube that you guys can check out. We'll upload some videos of the different builds and things that we do with maybe some time lapses, and then eventually at some point we'll even launch a few streams of it so you guys can actually come in and experience some stuff here on Twitch, and then also here on YouTube you can get up to speed. So I just want to take a few seconds here to thank everybody for your views, checking out the channel, subscribing, and all the support that you guys have given. You guys are the best. Don't forget that I do stream on Twitch as previously said, and you can catch my description or my link to my channel down in the description below. You can also check out my schedule there on my actual profile. And don't forget that I'm also on social media on Twitter at RealJR1331. Check out the video and the tour, guys. Don't forget to do good things, and we'll catch you again later. Take care. Alright guys, so welcome to the Minecraft Kingdom build. As you guys can see here, we started a kingdom build in survival mode, and right now we are in the little town area that is near our spawn. Houses are kind of tight, built with more primitive materials, and just some different little effects there, like we threw the campfires up top for the smoke in this cottage, added some interior with storage chests and what have you. Near this area here, we also have another area where we have the bamboo growth, and then into the barn with the hay bales and those kind of things. There's a little private lake where you guys can check out and do some fishing, and of course the barn itself has a garden, so that's pretty awesome. Off the side of the private lake there is a fishing hut. That area that is around that has storage in the backside for the different fish that would be a part of it, and then we made some cool chandeliers for the lighting, keeping everything set in that front. As we move toward the back side here, I've got another project with another farm area, a little mini farmhouse that I was working on, and then I have the area laid out to plant some crops. And then there's a little city back here, just a little part of the town, a roadway that I have to place still yet. And like I said, this is a work in progress. We're checking out the inn at this point in time. This is the basement level, unfurnished, untaken care of. And then, of course, there's some more little houses here with this last little house area that's going to be kind of like a bamboo store, where you'll be able to buy, like, you know, paper and those kind of things. On this side, there is a city that is in progress. I laid out some foundations there, put a campfire for just a lighting effect and checking things out. And then I have different style buildings. Over here is the upper area of the tavern, of course with that hole there to go down to the basement. I'm going to cut a stairwell and then a little roadway path. Straight in front of us, that object is the giant tower. The backstory to the giant tower is pretty unique. One of the things about that is that the tower itself was what inspired the entire build. Came into this survival area, cleared an area, and then said, what should we build first? And we built this tower that's over the shoulder there. This area is a stronghold castle. I started working on this on a stream at one point in time. Just threw in some patterns and was messing with it, and then I got a completely new idea that I want to work with. Little tavern here that we're going to work on. It's going to have some little areas where you can rent out rooms, hang out, and do some different things in that area as well. And then we'll check out the main lodge. There's a nice shot of the tower there that you guys can see a little bit later. We'll get a nice aerial view from where the tower is and a better lay of the land. This is the main dining hall. Put a lot of effort into this, and you can see the throne up there with the statue, soldiers kind of, you know, guard situation, and kind of get a shot of the dining area that the entire village would come to for like a grand feast, things of that nature. And then of course the kitchen here, with a lot of stoves and the wash basins. And then above there is a storage area for potentially all the food or different other items that may be, you know, stored in the lounge area or the dining hall area. And then back down through the kitchen. Out the back side of this area, I put in a target range. It's kind of filled with chickens at this point in time. So that's kind of didn't happen on purpose, but I did put that in, have a couple bows in the chest there. You can take some practice for archery and those kind of things. So right now we'll just take an overview of the main area of the town. This area was completely a mountain that I completely just leveled off and started working on this build. Had a main castle there and I tore it down at one point. We've been through quite a bit. And now we're headed up to the top of the tower and just take a peek at the kind of the lay of the land, the nice lake there, some flatlands where I'm going to expand later on. I already have enough different things happening. And then of course on this side, there's the main house, which we'll get into in a little bit. Check that out. We're way up here right now. A little garden, a church there off to the side. And there's the dining hall there and the stronghold I've seen before from the lower end. Coming back through in the staircase, back out the side of the main tower, and we'll head directly toward the main storage area right now. And this is really where everything stems from. There's a lot of detail here that I won't always get into the tour, and there's other things that you guys can see and explore, but I've spent a lot of time just hollowing out this area to create a massive storage space so I could work from. And then down here are a couple different indoor farms for trees, and also there's a train track. Through this area here, the JR1331 template was actually something that I built at a Lego Kids Fest. Was part of the build there, and I decided to incorporate it at the time when I was building this into the part of the build. And you have an armory and an enchantment station and a potion room. There's our way into the nether. Now we do utilize the nether for different material collection and all those kind of things. So that's something that is, you know, used. We move about the nether through a couple different portals that I'm using to complete things. This main courtyard area, this was a lot smaller, but I expanded it quite a bit to give it a lot more room. There's two manors there, and then the main archway through the center of the town, and it descends directly upon a fishing hut and a bread factory that has an indoor garden. There's another little kind of peasant town here with a bunch of different little houses, and off in the distance there's a hobbit hole house that I started working on. Main bridge in the pond, just passing there. Working my way back across the path here, past the fishing hut, little flower gardens, and I tried to put as much detail as I could into this as I worked through it. A lot of hours, a lot of time, a lot of things. There's our windmill. We did that in a stream. It took me about 3.5 hours to put that together. It was a lot of fun stream. Lots of people hanging out and checking out the windmill build. Just did pop-up things, or let's build a windmill, or let's do this. This is the main armory area. One of the places where, you know, you would gather weapons and materials. This down here eventually will become a stronghold, and I have a whole different idea for that area later on down the line. And then I have a blasting area with anvils and some cooling stations for, you know, just for the look, to keep everything on the medieval end. We're building a kingdom. The area in the building to my left is the church. A lot of effort into the church, this little decking area off the side of it, but I did put a lot of different things. This area now is a giant farm that I decided to build in the marshlands. The one side is completely cropped up. This side here with the little bridge, and then the little area you see exposed to the left-hand side is going to be a smelting house. And then here's our main farm where we're drawing a lot of the crops from, and keeping those put in different containers, separated. And we have a pumpkin farm as well, and, you know, of course, the wheat going. This flat area is going to be a little town with some different style houses, and then I have another cave there that you can see just for a quick second that extends toward the stronghold, and we'll work our way into that. Now what we're descending into right now is what a lot of people would say, you didn't do this in survival. This area is my mine, and I went through and leveled this all the way down to this level that we'll get to. And in this level, you can see that, you know, we've cleared out a lot of these areas, collecting the cobblestone, also, you know, getting the trees. There is a little dog down there with another end portal, not an end portal, but another portal rather. And that's really where we're collecting things from, minus clearing the mountains. And this whole area was very wooded and covered over. We'll extend across the main bridge toward the main castle, and I started this project in a stream, was on a stream about 8 hours on that left tower that we worked on for all the details, the lighting, and this really looks really cool at night. And like I said, a lot of things we just need a little bit more time, and I've kind of taken a step back from this, but it would definitely be something that we could work on. The main courtyard of the castle here with the outlines all in place, and then I have a throne room area off to the right over here, and a little like pond with a waterfall feature that I worked on in a stream. Kind of cool. And then we'll get up here on this mountainside and get a nice view of everything that's encompassing this town. This has been a really cool build, and like I said, it's been nearly 5 years we've been working on this, so it's not something that just went up in a little while, and it's been all in survival, no creative mode, no flying. So when I'm building these giant structures, I have to actually build, you know, dirt scaffolding or, you know, wood scaffolding, try to figure out the best way to go ahead and build this stuff. And then I've been messing around quite a bit with how do I want the layout to be, how do I want this to be. And like you can see, there's a lot of access to waterways, so we'll probably add pirate ships at some point in time, or some kind of, you know, medieval ships there. I had a nice stairway through this area, and the Minecraft PS4 version updated, and it kind of ruined that, so we're back in the process on this side as well. But this is the kingdom, guys. Take a look. Lots of building here, lots of fun streams. If you want to see more of this stuff, don't forget that I stream on Twitch, and you can check it out. Link in the description down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to do good things.